Alrighty, good morning everyone. We're back, some more Dungeons and Dragons. Supposed to be playing Monster Rancher this morning, but Remy feels like he should live his own life and do things. Those errands and stuff. He's got like time-sensitive errands to run today, aka nonsense. So we're here. We're here alone. Which means more Dungeons and Dragons because I couldn't. I tried to get that new game to purchase last week, and they wouldn't sell it to me. So yeah. So instead of testing out that new game, we're not doing that. You know what? Maybe it's time to let Durham lie. I think there's another really good favorite soul at level 17. That's 18. Maybe the... Oh, the person I'm thinking of I think is 16 actually. Ooh, no, Nina. This is who I'm thinking of. The problem is Nina doesn't have Death Ward. But other than that, I think she's a strong option. Morning, Emerald Eye. Tired. Tired, but not overly so. Mostly just disappointed that Remington feels like he has a life and should be able to live it. Charmed, good morning. Oh, stupid kid. I'm gonna go celebrate my friend's birthday because the quarantine didn't let... Oh, okay. Stupid. No. No. Do video games with your father. Alright. So after the beating we took last night, I'm not as excited to get started again right this morning with a whole slew of things that I have no idea what to do. Last night's beating was just that. It was a beating. I did take the time to directly upload it to last night because it was such a beating. Oh, excuse me. I guess before we get started, I'd like to check out its numbers. I'm going to surprisingly look over here and see that exactly no persons have watched it. Oh, it's got 8 views. The search... Did you stick around for search and rescue? Don't know where this guy Ted is playing. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed, then. Here, 1 second. Allow me. Here you go. That's a little something for you when we're not live. Oh, that was almost 2 hours of true pain and suffering. So, Search and Rescue, I feel like, is not a very long quest. I don't know it super well. But if you cut out the optional, I'm pretty sure that video is like maybe 20 minutes long. Thank you, God. Not God, although it could be. Could be a lowercase God. I'll have to send capital G, God, a text message later and see if I'm in fact a lowercase God. But good morning, Thought Bro. Alright, what do we want to do this morning? So many... I don't know why I'm looking at these quest lists. Ugh, so many beatings. Alright, but search and rescue not only recorded, also uploaded. Blink. Out of here. So let's see. Oh, this is a Sharn quest. I bet that's done. So, Disciples of Shar. Shadow of a Doubt. Desire in the Dark. Escape Plan. I know Escape Plan, those three are the quests in Forgotten Realms. Like this one's the one with what are they even called? The fish people. And these are the other one. This is the one with all the traps in the cave with the, I don't know. I want to say the little fairy pixie thing at the end. And Shadow of Doubt must be the other one. So what's Desire in the Dark and Graveyard Shift? I feel like I know both of these. Well, I know their names anyway. Records of the Past and Strike Back. Third Time's a Charm. I feel like these are the... Oh, the Mines of Thoramar. That's where Graves... Thank you, Thokar. You're right. I know I recognize these names, but I didn't even think about mines. Okay. Where do we want to start? I guess these, right? Because these are standalone. And then we don't have to have as much willpower. Excuse me. We haven't been out of bed very long. Basically got up, read through Twitter, read through Facebook. I'm gonna turn on my freaking spell sword damage before we're in the middle of the first quest. You guys better watch out. People are gonna think that we recorded these videos not this way. That's what mine's at Thestamar. This way. People are going to think that I have a plan or something. I feel like I should go buy scrolls. But now we're already here, so if I leave, I have to come back the hard way. So I guess we're not buying scrolls. I'm going to hit the record button in just a minute. What's up, bud? I'm going to have a conversation before we hit the record button. I got nothing else going on for a minute. Should be like a scroll vendor here. I mean, I'm totally down to have a conversation. Believe me, I am not ready to hit the record button yet, but I will. You know what I'm saying? General vendor. Armor. Weapons, regent. Clothing. There's not anything interesting in this regent vendor, right? It's just junk. Yeah, just junk. Alright, well then I'm going to wake up. But yeah, we're going to record this morning. Basically, I mean, you saw the list, right? Did I see lunchtime? Oh, Jerry streamed yesterday? A little bit of it here and there, not a ton. Like all these ones in white, we still have to record. So look at all this. Look, like we have a long way to go. And then the ones that are marked skip, they're skipped from the people doing the big favor quests. This is a spreadsheet from people are using from the hardcore server, Road to 20, and I just copied it and I've been using it for my own. So honestly, a lot of these skip ones have also got to get in there. Although I'm not doing like the Q Delirium ones solo. I might do them with some people. Same thing with like Vision Destruction, Ascension Chambers, stuff like that. I feel like there are good examples of a lot of those out there already. But what in particular you thinking about on the lunch hour there, Thakar? I understand the reason why they do it, Charmed. Personally, I feel like they should sell a hardcore server pass for $30 and release it at the same time. So, like, for example here, or they could even do it $35, I don't care, whatever. But if you go over to DDO.com, right? You go over to DDO.com and you look at the DDO market. Oh, I didn't catch the weekend bonus. And you scroll down to buy time. Yeah, if you go to buy time, they only have a 30-day, just 2 months for $30. I mean, you could arguably add $10 to this, I guess, maybe make it $40. I don't know. I just feel like the 3-month price for DDO is $30, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it is 40. But I feel like you make a 3-month pass, a 90-day pass, and you sell it here and you call it hardcore access or something. Because I think that would sell. I think that would do quite well. Or maybe you make it $35 or something and it's a limited time offer that it comes in, disappears only with the hardcore server. And then it gives people a little taste. Like right now, people are getting a taste. You know, it's like a drug dealer giving you the first sample for free. And you certainly want to be VIP on the hardcore server. Like, yeah, and some people wouldn't, which is why, unfortunately, the people who don't buy it would not get to experience the hardcore server. Like, I understand wanting everybody to be able to experience the hardcore server and have an option to get the rewards, but it's another VIP perk, right? Like, it's essentially another perk at being VIP. Plus, right? Plus, they know that so many people do come back just to play on the VIP or on the hardcore server, and because of that, it makes them money. So they're not interested in putting up that server and doing the work for it to not be profitable, right? Like you think about it, oh, you're talking about, what, 5 or 6 cosmetics as your rewards? That's not really that big of a deal. But setting up free character transfers, which normally is a thing that costs, what, equivalent of $30 to transfer characters between servers. You're talking about setting up a special server, not just a special server, but a high population server, for example, you know, because it drains, again, 20 to 40% of the population from every live server. So you're talking about a massive amount of people on that particular server. You know, in a place where having lag or whatever is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's bad to have lag and stuff on the regular live servers, but on the hardcore server, it's the worst. So, like, they're devoting a lot of resources to the hardcore server, and that's just a thing that has got to be paid for. Plus, I feel like that's the reason why it came back when it did, is that it was so much more surprisingly profitable than they thought it was going to be, so they brought it back sooner. So, I mean, it's part of the reason I'm actually very concerned that this thing's going to just come back all the time. Why is this building... Okay. Like, that building was floating. But it's not anymore. Now it won't fade back away like it was a minute ago. That's cool. I take my lag on live knowing that hardcore is okay, exactly. Oh, look at it. It faded away while we were standing there. Like, we didn't even move, and it faded away. That's cool. Wonder why it... Wonder how the resources allocated that decision. It's like it's drawn, right? This building is there. Why would it... The client go, oh, this isn't needed anymore. We can deallocate. Yeah, look at that. We didn't move. So weird. So weird. Alright, let's get started, shall we? I'm a little bit more awake now than I was. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time for some more Road Least Taken videos. Today, we're going to start with Disciples of Shar. These are out in Forgotten Realms, and I am notoriously not a fan of the Forgotten Realms area. That is not going to change after last night's adventure in Search and Rescue, that's for sure. Alright, so we've not really upgraded from Durham to Nina, but kind of like side steps. We need to remember to hit our Death Ward potion on our own here. Right, so this outside wilderness area's got a bunch of dogs. Obviously, if you see dogs in Reaper mode, you have an opportunity for Reapers to spawn. So use your eyes to be able to spot Reapers to get an idea where the dogs are at. But they're stealthing. They're stealthing around out here. So pay attention. Get them out of here. You don't want to get a whole like run through here and then have like 5 invisible dogs poof out of nowhere and bite you. Look at that. If we had just run past all these wolves, we literally would have gotten flanked by at least 6 wolves up against whatever else is going on over here.
Shar worshippers guard the mouth of a deep cave. One of the worshippers.
So we're actually, for those of you who don't know, we're having a conversation on as part of the live stream about the hardcore server and why it's there's no access for it to be except for VIP players. So Charmed is like what might help with the hardcore server is an option to buy it with points only. More points than packs. I mean, again, I think that the idea is it really is a motivation for people to try VIP. In my opinion, like that's why did this dead body make us walk around? Huh, interesting. So it's just
The sounds of your
I have a hard time finding an argument where you not want to be VIP. Alright, if I remember correctly, I'm not going to say that I do. I believe there's a bunch of bear traps right here.
strangely empty.
Oh, jam.
Worshippers fled.
Oh,
They simply
jam.
lie in
Anyway, Lamania, or the preview server, only goes up and down as they get close to like putting out a release, so people can like troubleshoot it and stuff like that. So I don't think Lamania is up now. Right. Which is, again, the reason why. So, my argument is I feel like they need to have a hardcore server pass that they sell. Something in the $30 to $35 range, probably. That is only available. Like, maybe make it a one-time purchase per hardcore server type thing. Something that behind the scenes makes it where you can only buy it once. This way you're not buying up coupon codes for, you know, a discounted price or whatever. But, so you can get to the hardcore server. Like, I could understand doing something like that. I don't see them wanting to take and make the... take a moneymaker and decrease the likelihood that people are going to spend money on it.
A gate opens to the west. The Shah worshippers use these gates to keep intruders away from...
Well, so the reason why I think it would probably need to be like 30, 35, because that is the... See, I think of DDO as $5 or $10 a month if you're doing the 3-month plan, right? It was $30 every 3 months as the plan. So in my brain, I think $30. But they have a 2-month plan available on DDO.com, or a 3-month, or sorry, a 2-month pack for $30. And then they have a year pack for, I wasn't paying attention. So again, I really do feel like they just need to sell once a year bundle, or however you want to look at it, for the hardcore server at that $10 a month cost, if they would like to continue to incentivize people to be a VIP. For that reason, I can understand like making it a few dollars more. Mostly with the idea of like, oh, you like the VIP perks and goodies or whatever. Like, you could save $5 and continue this $30 for 3-month program. Again, it's us paying for the content and like the packs and the expansions and stuff like that keeps the business profitable, but the VIPs are the ones who keep paying the bills every month. Those are the people who like keep the overall lights on, the servers running on a month-to-month basis. That steady income really helps the make up the windfalls and the shortages where months where there's stuff that's not coming out. So I feel like you want to be incentivized to get more people to be a VIP, even if it's short term.
You have captured enough disciples for interrogation purposes. Though, of course, the magistrates will be grateful if you capture more followers of the Shadow Gods.
I mean, personally, like I said, I buy DDO by the year, so I spend $100 for DDO, which works out to something like $8 something a month. Now I know that personally I'm going to get $8 worth of fun out of DDO over the course of every single month. So for me, it just makes financial sense to get the best possible package. But for a lot of people, I understand, you know, like for example, DDO Axel, he went premium when the game came out, and long term, that certainly was going to make the most sense. But I didn't want to do that. However, you know, if he's playing on the hardcore server, and I don't know if he is, he's got to get in there and do something. Every now and then I buy DDO points. Sure, and those when you buy DDO points, it certainly helps cover that share, right? It's part of that windfall every month that happens. And that all makes a lot of sense, but For me, for example, on the flip side, let's pretend I spend $8 every month on points, right? Because I think that's the minimum package. So instead, now I'm spending $8 a month for my year of DDO and getting my $5 in points. So I'm basically paying for my 5 points of... I'm basically getting VIP in my mind essentially for free, right? Or very nearly free. Like, VIP is a great deal. If you buy it in the right sizes. For years though, we spent... we did the 3 months for $30. What lever am I missing? Ah, this one probably.
A gate opens to the east, and the chanting.
So instead of buying like the 50 points when they're on sale and saving up, right? Instead, you know, I do my $100 a month, or $100 a year. $100 a month, that would be crazy. $100 a year, and get my... I don't even know how many thousand points it is.
This alcove
At least 6,000 points a year. There you go.
The strange artifact in the center of the chamber is unlike anything seen.
And then I don't have to worry about buying anything except for the expansions. Plus I get the 10% XP bonus. And that really, for me, is probably the big clincher, right? Being a person who lives on the TR train every day, that's, you know, right now that's my life. I'm finishing up my racials. I don't have the income to drop boxes, you know, autos boxes and stuff like that. So for me, it's... Is there another dude up here? No. For me, it's a matter of, you know, I'm doing my racial lives right now. I worked on my class lives. Now that they have a new class, I have a couple more class lives to run. So for me, that extra 10% experience is a whole lot less quest to run. So that plus the 500 points every month, those two things together for me are definitely more than the $8 value. Playing DDO for 8 years, been more offline than I have game time. For me, VIP is not worth it. Yeah, and that's one of the great things about DDO is that they do have so many ways to play. It fits your budget the best. But again, for the hardcore server, right, I feel like even if you wanted to play the hardcore server, you signed up for 3 months and then canceled, like that would be the way to go. But if they had a bundle for you that just did that automatically, and you just had to go and enter in a coupon code in the store or something that you bought, or maybe you did use points to sell it, I don't know. But one way or another, it would make a lot of sense to let people get a chance to get into there and be like that first hit for sure. Alright, so this quest is pretty simple so far, right? Like, we've literally had an entire conversation about absolutely not the quest, other than that initial little bit about the dogs. Just because this quest, it's a bunch of humans from far away. Every once in a while we'll get like a little bit of an extra thing, like there's an air method here, but it's pretty much straightforward. Humans, they rush at you, you shoot them. Sometimes you'll get like this Disciple Ashar, the caster. We have the optional of getting some number of them. I wasn't paying attention, something like 10 or 9 or 12 or whatever. And we're basically just, for the most part, it's a straight line through the quest, shooting these Sharn worshippers, clicking levers, moving through the quest. Here's like one of the few areas of the quest that's actually not it's completely linear, and I'm not even sure it's not linear at the end of the day. There's like a little maze slash, I guess, prisoner area. I don't really understand this because if the levers to the doors are inside the rooms where we're keeping the prisoners, can't the prisoners control the opening and the closing of our doors? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me, but anyway. Other than that, this quest is very straightforward, I think, except for this one little portion. And then there happens to also be a shrine inside the, again, what I presume to be a prisoner cell.
A gate creaks open somewhere to the northeast.
Let's pull all the levers. Basically, just run around, pull all the levers, and see if there happens to be collectibles. Turns out there was not. Oh, there's another one. Sweet Bones. Alright, so here is an interesting fight. You've got you have 2 areas of high ground and then a low ground, right? Well, the low ground is trapped with bear traps. So if you're looking for the trap bonus, you're going to want to go down there eventually. But you don't want to go down there right away, because otherwise you're going to get shot at by people up on the high ground. So, as we've learned from Star Wars, if anything, is that the high ground is the most important thing ever. So, don't let them have the high ground. Stay high with them and shoot them down. Shoot them down from far away. Or go up there and melee them with your greatsword. Whichever method of killing monsters you prefer. Just don't go down there below until after this is cleaned up, regardless of how much that collectible screams your name. Which we all know it does. Samus! Samus! Don't let the temptation get you stuck. Bear trap. Alright. Look at him down there. Just so many. I'm gonna pull up the experience point list here just to see if we can't get an idea of how many traps we need to disarm for a bonus. There's our 20%. Bam, done. Oh, I guess we'll run through some of these bear traps. Bear with me as I avoid the traps.
You've captured all the Shah disciples. The cult's grip on this area has been broken. The disciples surrender, and the magic barrier vanishes.
Protect the altar! Protect our priest!
Shouts a
Yeah,
panicked
we're going to
voice.
continue to fire off the
The
Deathward
Shah
potion here.
worshippers must be
I'm not 100% sure if it's necessary in this quest, but at the very least, when you're in Reaper mode, you don't want to be without some sort of anti-negative level protection in case the wrong Reaper pops out at you and starts draining your levels right away. It can be nasty. Alright, we're finally here. We're finally at the end. All we have to do now is beat up all these humans, right? There's a lot. There's a bunch of humans. No, surprise, there's more quests than killing the humans. But, it's basically killing humans. Alright, let's pick a spot here. Run these guys around a circle of death. Hey, I said circle of death. Alright, so we got a circle of death going, we got an ice storm going. Yeah, lots of ways to beat up on these peoples here. Alright. Now we just... why she was taking damage from Kate. Showed up with damage, but she must have been engaged somewhere with something. Alright, so the reason we had so many bear traps around this quest. What? Owlbear, that's no fun. Come on, come on. I already wasted like 5 seconds. Alright. Important lesson. Wait until after she attacks the human. Also, apparently our healer is under attack by wolves. Must be what she was fighting before was a pack of wolves. Let's keep our healer free here. Use the pillars if you need a little bit of space. There we go. That would look good. I am. Alright, this quest I think has the trinket with the GH and the 40 hit points. I actually want one. Yeah, is this it? No, this is not it. Alright, I'm actually gonna look this quest up really quick over at ddowiki.com. Disciples of Shar. You ever have one of those days where you don't put your hand in the right place and you end up typing something completely different, but it's literally because you didn't put your hand in the right spot to start typing? Alright, I am wrong. I am wrong indeed. This is... this quest is just the Guidance of Shar drop. But this... The Guidance of Shar has 3 different versions. So at 13, it's Charisma plus 5, Blurry. I'll move this over here so I can look at it. So at the level 13 version of it has 5 Charisma and has a empty colorless slot. The level 14 version is also 5 Charisma, but has a yellow slot. And of course, the level 15 version is 6 Charisma, the green slot. So, not the trinket I was thinking of. Good to know. Good to know. And is there a collectible back here? No, there's not. Alright. Well, that was Disciples of Shar. I hope you guys had a good time. If you did, please hit the like, subscribe, follow buttons. I really appreciate it. And of course, if you have any questions or comments, use that chat box below. I really do appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Toodles. Alright. So what is that? What is the quest of the trinket that I'm thinking of? Items, trinkets, trinkets, trinkets. Strange, after repair my belt it stays off. Well, I mean, you have to put it back on, right? Alright, what is this stupid thing called? So it's like level 14 or 15. No, not the Book of Spirits. The Pale Green Ion Stone. It comes from Shadow of a Doubt. Morning, Suma. How you doing, buddy? Alright, let me flag this quest color appropriately. Alright, so Shadow of a Doubt. Is that the next one? No, Escape Plan is the next one. Alright. Let's actually also... What comes out of here? Branch of Vile Curses Quarterstaff. This looks not great. Okay. If it's so broken that it de-equips, then it'll stay off in your inventory because it doesn't know that you were wearing it. If it was just cracked on your person and you repaired it, then it would stay on. So like, pretend this ring was broken so badly it fell into my inventory. Then when it fixed it, it would still be there. I don't think we're ever going to use this. I'll check though to make sure that I have one. It's also bound to character on equip. Yeah, there's like 0 chance I'll use that. Oh. So how is everybody doing this morning? Hope you guys are having a great day. So there's a thing, one of the discords here. I think it's Death Smile actually. I need to talk to whoever's in charge of Death Smile, because they have a bot that has Voodoo's videos when they come out. I'd like to get my own. See who's in charge of this and send him a message. I think it's just Mary, and if it is, then I will send Mary a tell or a message and ask. You had a busy day with a few phone calls with the housing people. Did you get that sorted yet? I hope so. I hope that stuff starts going well. Rizd? Doing good. Doing well. Much better than last night. But we're just like working our way through. Did I get this in reward? I did not. Huh, this would have been really good for a while ago. For the Ravenloft cloaks. Where's my guild renown? I want to shoot you in your face, lady. You have to wait till tomorrow or Monday. Well, sometimes the answer is wait, right? Alright, it looks like our bonus days, Thoughtguard, to answer your question, is going to be Guild Renown. So, power level your guilds, boys and girls. It's on! Yep. Alright. Let's get to work, shall we? What went wrong last night? What didn't go wrong last night? Here, allow me to... Do not... Oh, wait, hang on. I think I need to scroll up. Don't go watch this video now. However, later, when I'm no longer available... There you go. That's, search and rescue from out here in this quest, or Forgotten Realms, and I decided I was going to do that optional, and I knew it was a long optional when I decided to go do it for the video, but it turns out to be like an hour and 20 minutes long. So it was, I think we had 9 deaths. all but one of them had to be, or all but one of them was during the optional, and the one that happened in the not optional, I could have avoided had I not just rushed because we had taken so much of a beating to get through the optional. Oh man, it was fun. It was a lot of fun, and it made a good video, I think. And it definitely stresses the importance of never doing that optional again. So, yeah, take a minute later if you if you can, and pull that video up and give it a watch. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my YouTube channel this year, so it's part of the reason we're recording all these little videos to point people at my YouTube channel for the various training quests and stuff that we're doing now. Of course, you can also, if you wanted to, you could also be watching on YouTube right now. My friend V-Love actually kind of mentioned that it makes his watching the stream a whole lot easier because all the smart TVs that he happens to own has YouTube apps built in, so it's very easy to just like search DDO and Sam or whatever, and my stream pops up or my videos pop up. Where, or you know, you can just like punch in the name of the quest or whatever, and it'll come up here. But yeah, this guy right here, what a beast! An hour and 48 minutes. Ugh, so much pain. But so yeah, we're just trying to grow that this year. I'd like to get to the point where I can monetize this channel. And that's just a matter of, you know, people like yourselves subscribing and occasionally watching videos and stuff over here. But yeah, because all of his TVs are smart TVs, he can start the stream in one room, and if he has to get up and leave, he can just stop it, go in the next room, turn the stream on. Where even the people with Twitch apps on them, you have to search out the entire name, Samus Garobo, which is not always easy. You can't put like DDO Samus Garobo like you can with YouTube. Like, the search algorithm's just better on YouTube. So, alright, let's do it. Are we ready? Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time once again for another Road Lease Taken video. Today we're going to do Escape Plan. Let's get started. I went ahead and I checked the wiki, and this one has nothing good for loot. Nothing good at all. So, we don't have to worry about this. If we happen to get one, I guess the plus side is our sentient weapon will get fed this day with the blood of its enemies of sorts. Alright.
The river voyage begins peacefully enough. When night falls,
I tend not to worry too much about protecting all the prisoners. It's just not something that I find important. It isn't optional here. But if you have, say, enough bodies, it is something that is quite doable. But as long as this one doesn't get away, right? That's the only one that actually matters. See, I want my rune arm turned on. See, but I can't even target this guy. That's not fair. Look at that. I couldn't even interrupt him. I couldn't even tell him no, that's bad. It's not fair. If you can't interrupt them from freeing a prisoner, then that's no bueno. Alright, let's throw up. We also got our pseudo wings last night, by the way, which is pretty great. Try to keep the things off of the NPC here. So now when we do eventually get in over our head, we can wing away. And we will, because we always get in over our head. Your videos have been very helpful. Awesome. Thanks, my friend. Yeah, I'm really hoping to grow the channel a bunch over the next year. I'm also considering putting together an Instagram for the bus. Can't quite convince myself that I'm ready to pull the trigger on something like that. Everybody tells me I need to, and I should. And people are not wrong, but just... I don't know. Because right now we're not going anywhere doing anything, I feel like a lot of the bus Instagrams that I watch, or not watch, I guess, view, people are out already doing things, and I'm like, the people doing bus conversions, it's gotta be boring, right? But I watch bus conversion videos. Alright, we got a couple of Reapers here. Let's knock out this Plague Reaper first. Nina down. And then the other Reaper is another Plague Reaper. Look like an anime right now. Yeah, I love this little GIF. Unfortunately, our camera is still down. Hopefully our camera will be... The replacement should be here today. So hopefully we'll be fixed tonight, but... Alright, are we ready to pop a res on our hireling? Probably... Yeah, that's fine. Alright, also there's enough trash. We should probably be killing trash like crazy and not just screwing around. Oh yeah. Definitely should be spending a little bit of time killing trash and not just running around kiting. Let's fill the world with ice storms, shall we? We're gonna have the opportunity to shrine here, so I almost never shrine on any of these quests, but might as well empty our mana if it's gonna knock the quest down by a significant period of time. I'm gonna eat all these tasty souls just because otherwise I feel like they go to waste. Mmm, so good. Wizards, right? Yeah, exactly. Oh, I feel like I shoot this guy 100 times. Look how long he's here. I could have killed this guy by now. And he's a lizard man. He would have been so frozen. Oh my colds. I could have counterspelled this D-door. I could have ran through this D-door. I did run through this D-door. I feel like the game intentionally decided to. Quest intentionally hurt us here. Alright, I'm gonna rest the hireling. I do something that I almost never. Well, I shouldn't say almost never. I rarely do for hirelings. I'm actually gonna cast buffs on her. Nina's actually a pretty strong favored soul. She's at that good window. I don't think that +1's going to matter that much. But sometimes taking a minute and buffing your hirelings is the correct thing to do. Especially in quests that have like a lot of elemental damage coming in, stuff like that. Giving them resistances can keep them going in times that otherwise, you know, they wouldn't, and they would explode, and then you'd be like, stupid hirelings! Like, it was your fault for not taking care of them in the first place. Alright, let's go get to work. Alright, we kind of want to avoid the... He's just chilling. He's hanging out, smoking the B-ball. Alright, so we want to be careful. Now we're running through the forest. The forest is filled with dangerous monsters, like wolves and bear traps. Did I mention wolves? I always respect the monsters in DDO that trip. You should too. It's easy to get murdered when you can't fight back. Tab around constantly. Make sure your spot is doing things. Try not to run down the middle. There are bear traps. Think this is also the quest that has a pit trap in it? Don't quote me though. Shaman. Yeah, there's a bunch of bear traps around here. I don't know what the trap bonus requirements are, but... Oh, you've already got Conquest, though. That's sweet. That's pretty abnormal. This feels like a pit trap to me. Let's walk around. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like it. Bear trap. Some sort of trap there. Summonina. We've got the aggro established, I think. Circle. There we go. There's our heal. I haven't seen our Manslayer go off in forever either. Gonna let Quarantine do its thing. Alright, so this was not a pit trap. There's a gate here, so there's gotta be bad guys, right? Oh, there they are. There they are. Found them. No, thank you, Family Reaper. Alright, do we still got our death board going? We do not. So let's drink our potion so we don't accidentally get leveled out of the game. Stand in such a place where we're not getting hit by multiple bad guys if we can help it. Tree should be between me and that guy, right? Yes. Go Quarantina. I really like the Quarantine, by the way, for those of you who don't know. I always give it a little bit of hype every once in a while, but this occasional overcooling is just bonkers. Shrine, huh? Did we miss that much quest where things were actually insane? Reaper. Bone Chaliceman. Okay. Oh, we're at the end.
This
Sweet.
must be the
It was not a very long quest, I suppose. I mean, that first bit was pretty complicated, but the rest of it's not bad. Alright, if I remember right, yeah, there's a bunch of traps on the outside of this. This guy exposition a lot? I feel like he does. Yeah, he's still running his mouth. It gives us a chance to run around, do the traps. I don't know if this is like the majority of the breakables. Oh, I missed a trap. Dancing ball. Ice storm. Another reaper. Focus on him. We'll keep an eye on our life total. Apparently I let my life total get too low too consistently. People are apparently giving me a hard time behind the scenes because I let my life total get low. But, oh! Found a trap.
Will they try to free the Shard race again? The answers lie further down the river.
I want this Reaper, whatever this Reaper is. Carnage Reaper. Alright, that's better. Get this Soul of Cruelty. What level are you capped nowadays? I'm not capped at all. I'm level 17, or I just got level 18. Right, so we'll continue to hold this until we finish up the level 15s, and then we'll move on. Oh, the level cap in the game in general. Yeah, the level cap in the game in general is 30. Although I guess somebody was telling me that they're talking about raising the cap above that. Legendary levels, I guess is what they're calling them now. Or thinking about calling them. Circle. We need the Lost Soul just because otherwise I feel like it goes to waste. Yeah, not too bad. We just we missed keeping all the prisoners from escaping is all. But other than that, I think we did fine. Wasn't too bad. 13 minutes. I didn't check the experience on it, but it looks like without the various bonuses, extra bonuses, looks like it was 14 something. So it checks out in the slightly ahead category, at least. So escape plan, not a bad one. Lots of merfolks or lizard folks, and lots of waves of trash here and there and everywhere. Alright, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back before you know it with another video, probably this one. And we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Doodles. Alright, I'm assuming that we have long ago. Nope, not long ago. Alright. I'm going to go back and I'm going to run some quick errands here before we start the next one. So we're going to start by poofing over here. Should actually go see what's on the boat first. Yeah, we'll see that. I may actually have piles of red scrolls on the boat, actually. Is awake. Tobrell's awake. Alright. It's been a while since I've seen Tobrell awake. During the day. Must be making a real effort to try to get his schedule turned back around again. Oh. Speaking of that quest that we just did, here's the item that comes out of there. If anyone happens to be on the Soluna server and need this stick, let me know. Yeah, I didn't really care for the level increase. I still don't feel like we need a level increase. Alright, we don't need these scrolls anymore in general. We've got some heal scrolls, which is what I was looking for. We have 19 raised dead, and we have 21 resurrection. Yeah, we can switch to resurrection scrolls instead of raised scrolls. I'm going to have to snag a portable hole here. At some point. So might as well get the inventory now. I was starting to run Giant Hold, but I ended up running some other stuff with V-Love instead. So now I've kind of moved through there. So we're not going to get that Giant Hold favor reward. I'm actually genuinely surprised that we haven't pulled a portable hole yet. I feel like I usually get about 3 a life. Beef always gives me a hard time because on the hardcore server I just pull them like crazy. I just always seem to have a portable hole. Jump over this person. Oh yeah. Thank you. Huh. Really don't have enough for the +2 tome yet? Of course I do. What do you... There we go. So I always try to get these +2 tomes if for no other reason than to turn them in for I mean, specifically to turn them in for the crafting materials every life. Alright. Anything else we need to worry about? I don't think so, right? No. Epic side jumping horses. That's right. I haven't named this bone horse yet. If someone can come up with a appropriately hilarious name for the bone mount, I would love it. Remember, my skeletons are named Randy from the Pale Master tree. These are always named Randy because they're ready to bone. So like something of an equal amount of pain and groaning would be acceptable. That's not the worst thing I ever read. Why didn't you give me Gildernown? He gave me Gildernown. Dislike you. Not the worst goggles either, actually. Alright. Let's get started, shall we? Greetings and salutations, everyone. It's time once again for another Road Least Taken video. This time, Shadow of a Doubt. This quest is a little bit different. You have a quest giver here, but you also have a quest giver over where the quest is at, sort of. So like, yeah, the quest is actually located inside the Wayloon Docks area. So you don't have to get it there. I don't know why I got it there, but probably because I didn't think about it elsewhere. So the other place that you can get that quest is right here. You can also do these quests right there as well. Those are the same quests that we did in previous videos. So here, in the Magistrate office, is the actual quest plug, or quest hook for Shadow of a Doubt. Let's get started. This quest I actually don't mind either. There's a couple of moments in this that I don't like. I'm not a big fan, personally, of how dark it seems like the Forgotten Realms tends to get. That is my chief problem with the Forgotten Realms quests, is that they become very dark and hard to see. Particularly aspects of this quest, and you'll get that in a minute, but I don't like struggling to see what's going on. I get that it's important for some of the quests sometimes, but it's not what I'm looking for. I'll make a spare thing of bolts. Alright. Ask some questions. Who are you? Escape the prison. Shadows are coming. What do you mean by the shadows are coming? I'm just not clicking the right. Oh, there we go. Okay.
You feel
This. I don't like this.
as if you have been torn away from the normal world. Then, the shadow
Just not about all this darkness. I feel like these quests in particular are really heavily done.
the magistrate scans the room.
Magistrate again. And now we have to go run around and do lots of things.
The docks
It's
are
fine.
under attack.
Alright. So, all these guys now
Smoke
are
arises
looking for blood. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find the ranged guy, cast our circle on him, and then apparently kill nobody with our circle of death. No, I literally just started recording. Literally just started a new video, Thakar. 3 minutes ago. Shadow. Shadow knows. Shadow knows the darkness, I guess. There they are. I wonder if I probably should be switching my stance. Oh, they're taking cold damage, so probably still fine. I was just thinking, since we are casting Firewall, we should probably switch our rune arm in our weapon types. Let's do that. So our side weapon is a Dumpster Fire, which is a good one. It's a very good rune arm. Because it adds 2 sets of weapon dice damage, so it does both bludgeoning and fire. But I built the guy around the idea of primarily using the Quarantine. But if you're going to be casting Firewall, you should probably make sure your Firewall is as good as they can be. Now look at all the places. All the places are on fire. I bet you could sit here for days and warm yourself off of that fire. Guess my anchor guy must have ran past me somehow. We should be appearing on the docks here pretty quickly.
a purple dragon
There we go.
rallies into sight.
There's lots of little breakables scattered about. I'm not good at getting all these breakables. Ooh, potions of blunder. Avoid those. Are there 4 Reapers in this pile? There are 4 Reapers in this pile. I think we're going to end up with 1 of each Reaper. Fear. Famine. Another fear. Okay, yeah. I think this one's another fear also. Oh, another famine. Oh! Alright, sounds like we're also getting some quick company here, so I may be off voice for a second, but just realize that we're just doing lots of running in circles. Apparently a box has arrived from the Amazons. Should be the new webcam and stuff, I believe, at least. Yes! This is our one. Jack!
It's just the webcam, the rest isn't here yet.
Oh, it's just the webcam, alright.
The rest, I think, is supposed to be here. I just didn't come in the same box, obviously.
Sounds good.
Alright.
Alright, thank you. I'll put the knife away. Give it to me. You're gonna cut your finger off. Oh, you did it. I'm so proud of you. Why do I solo all the time? So, the primary reason I solo is because I like to be able to control the language on my stream. It doesn't mean that I don't stream or don't listen all the time, or I solo all the time. It just means that when I don't solo, I have a very tight grip over the people who the conversation. I try to keep the voice conversation very, especially like during the day, for example. I try very hard to use child-friendly language, even though the content itself may be adult content. Because I have lots of friends who watch the stream with their children, for example. And I want them to be able to continue to do that. So even though I might make a adult joke, or I'll keep the language clean, so at the very least the parents can continue to watch with their kids. You can't always control that kind of stuff when you have a group. The other reason why I tend to solo a lot when not on the hardcore server is because then nobody has to carry me. That being said, I do hope to be doing a lot more stuff over level 20 soon, in which case that is content, because I don't do it extremely often, that I would like to have help with. So, like last Friday, I had plans with Tobrel to get stuff done, but he had some other plans that kind of conflicted. So I'm hoping in the near future we'll be able to get together and do more higher level stuff. Get some raids on the stream and stuff like that soon. So yes, I do primarily solo, but I don't always. The other thing is that my schedule is relatively set. You know, I do typically 3 to 4 times a week during the morning. I stream DDO, and 4-ish nights a week I stream DDO. And a lot of people in my guild, for example, they primarily play on the weekends, so it's a little bit more challenging to like play with people when, you know, my weekends and Friday nights are my quote-unquote day job, where everybody else's day job is
Ahead are the walls of
their weekends are free. So like all these little timing things kind of like add up, right? Oh, do I just not have my party close enough to this person? Oh, it's you. Speak with you. Oh, she was the captain.
Once again, your world shades of shadows.
That being said, that whole long speech I just kind of gave about soloing. If you happen to be on Sarlona and you see that I'm streaming when I'm not recording, and you have a character that's level appropriate, send me a tell. I have absolutely no problem inviting viewers along as long as you're level appropriate when I'm not recording videos. And honestly, if I'm recording videos, it's fine, but I prefer to keep the chat for the videos under controlled conversations. So, again, if you're on the Sarlona server, just let me know. Alright, time to get the scary chick here, I guess. Alright, so for those of you who don't know, there's an attack that these Shatterkais can do where they swing a whip around. When that happens, the primary goal is to just stay away from them so you're not in the AoE of that whip. Not super challenging here. Mysterious note! Oh, boogada boogada. Alright. So this is where that trinket I was talking about before comes from, so I'm gonna reroll once. Oh, what a beating. Alright, well, we'll keep it. This is not the worst outfit I ever seen. Don't know how often I'll use it, but we'll keep it. Alright, everybody. That's Shadow of a Doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please interact with the video in some way. I appreciate it. We'll see you guys again soon. Toodles. Alright. Too bad your main character is on Argo. Yeah. That's one of the things that this theoretical mega server idea might be good at. I personally don't know. I feel like it's just an excuse to lower the amount of servers in total, which they might as well just call it a server merge. If people are going to be incentivized to leave their server and move to a bigger server. I personally just don't know how it's going to... There it is over there. I'm like somewhere on this dock. Well, again, like the hardcore server has a very large server population, and it doesn't have a lot of lag, so it's hard to tell. Alright, I don't know how this will work, or if it'll work at all. Might not. But this webcam is, like I said, basically the same one that I already have, except it's a slightly newer model. So like the one I have is probably 4 years old, and this one's the brand new version of it. So I wonder, and they should be plug and play, but I wonder if this will work. Let's see if we can switch out the webcam really fast and see if we can get it to work. But then again, they based almost all of their things on the hardcore server, aka they never fixed like 4 bugs until it became used on hardcore. Exactly. Exactly. I like the idea that names will reset. Yeah. I don't know. Part of me likes it, and part of it doesn't. Right? Like, if you're playing on the super server, it is a new server, and it's technically not a merge because, like you said, the name's reset. All right, so let's unplug our old webcam. This thing can go over here in the corner for now. Bad webcam. Alright. All sorts of Windows noises. Alright. Webcam is set up, ready to go. Alright, let's see if we automatically detect the webcam here. We do not. We have darkness. Yeah, we're probably going to end up having to the new webcam probably won't take effect until after it restarts. Boo! I was kind of hoping that we would be able to get this stream or get the camera added today. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to like do a restart and stuff. You gotta love plug and pray, exactly. Yeah, so we'll have to fiddle with it offline, unfortunately. So the rest of today we'll have to. No, I'm not gonna restart now in the middle of the stream. That makes negative sense in my opinion. So like I said, I'll probably have to like restart the computer and play with some settings. I was hoping because they were basically the same that we'd be able to plug it in and go. I mean they probably run on the same OS or operating. They're probably very nearly the same. Alright, so what do we have left? We have Mines at Tethamar, correct? I think those are the last of our 15s. Hey, Beef. Good morning, my friend. Like, Beef, for example, is somebody who tends to group up with the old Samus here. We were talking a little bit why I tend to solo so much. And no, the answer is not I'm an antisocial monster, although that's also probably part of the answer. But where's the cheer face? There we go. Today is New Knife Day. Aww. I know you were trying to talk yourself out of that knife, but at the same time into it. So I'm glad that you decided to go ahead and pull the trigger and make a decision one way or the other. Wait. Your guild tag is this badass orange? I'm down. Is that what Tilbret was going on about, I guess, some time ago? Probably. Aww, I screwed up real bad, kids. Came to Evening Star. Oh, let's look at Beef's blade here. Oh, Spyderco. Yeah, I've heard good things about these actually. Oh, hey, actually, I need to probably properties. Yeah. Need to make a little bit of room over here on the old hard drive. In fact, I probably need to just straight up check my hard drive space really quickly here. We may actually end up not recording anymore tonight just because today because I don't have space to record more videos. Let's see how full we are. It's like chiming at me now that I'm... We have 4 gigs of space free. Alright, so yeah, we can only really get away with recording like one more video probably. So we'll probably not record much. So what do we want to do with the rest of our time then? I know what I kind of need to do. I need a second wall watch set. Yeah, it's probably what I should do. Unfortunately, I think most of that stuff comes from deeper in the chain than I can do, right? Update 42 named items. See, I don't need an outfit, so the circlet comes from Ruinous Schemes, which that's one of the walk-ups, isn't it? And the gloves come from the last, yeah. Okay, so Ruinous Schemes is the yeah, one of the walk-ups. So we could do that. With a couple of... Do I not have my Sharn ticket on me? Yeah, is that thunder bothering you? Is that thunder bothering you, little girl? You'll be okay. I mean, I guess worst case scenario, we can switch to Jabba. I'm pretty sure he can do all the quests. He's just not as... He can't do Reaper. Because he's level 20 now. Or I suppose he could do the epic version, but then he needs a pair for leveling up. Right now, that's what's going on. Is Jabba is using the set that I had farmed for, or I got for Samus. In the off chance I happen to catch that 15-minute window where Tobrel is in level range where I can actually play with him. Or somebody else, I guess, for that matter.
Isabet tells you to take the elevator up to the terrace and speak to Lucian Hall. Her employer wants you to pass along some information about the Stormwatch beacon. Warned her that there was some bustle was said. Virginia had announced to you a violent explosion shatters the train. Reduces the elevator to smoking ruin.
Bunch of woo-woos, no dudes. Alright, sucks, but okay. Ah! We probably we're going to end up needing that wings at some point, but it's fine. I mean, it's up to you. Like I said, I'm just going to work on getting the other piece. Just kind of screwing around right now. If I had $1 million. No, if I had taken the time to record or upload all the videos that I should have this week, I would have continued recording, but I didn't. Is someone? I swear I hear like the occasional pling of somebody shooting me with a crossbow. I just don't see a bad guy anywhere. Ah, found you. Alright, have you settled down yet? Quincun is also making a horrendous noise.
Office than a boarding house. Vaughn has rented this entire operation.
Another weird noise there. Thought maybe that was something from Discord there chirping at me. I don't like quarantine on. So what else is going on, everybody? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did our bitrate fall to crap? Our encoding is acting strange. Alright, hang on. Something happened all of a sudden. Apologize here. I do not know what happened. Everything better now? No, it still says there's a problem. Something is going on and all of a sudden my CPU is like dragging ass. I honestly don't know what happened. Yeah, like we suddenly fall into unstable. They're blaming the network. Give me a second here. Everything has gone real gross. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the encoding is having a problem all of a sudden. The encoder. Like everything was fine and now it's broken. And then it looks like it goes back to fine again for a little while. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave everything exactly where it is right now. Just hold still for 1 second and see if it kind of sorts itself back out. Alright. Let's see if the game decides to go cray cray again. Or the encoder. We're probably getting really close to needing to invest in a different processor here on my end, but it also could just be that the webcam is trying to like do something or that it shouldn't be doing.
The explosion destroyed the elevator shaft on this floor as well. You have no choice but to use another route to reach the terrace.
Oh, of course. What am I thinking? Didn't realize where I was at here. Yeah, Might get that restart anyway, huh? Might end up like rearranging all of my cables and stuff. I mean, the processor, I haven't blown it out in a while either. Probably need to take the computer upstairs and yeah, it's currently not showing any more issues on the processor side back here, but every once in a while the encoder just like goes completely insane. I use OBS Studio because I think it puts out a higher quality video signal than XSplit with a whole lot less difficulty. So I also find it a whole lot easier to use. Nope. Dang it. Thought I was going to be able to get that the trapper before the bomb got laid, but apparently I did not. What makes you laugh, Thoughtgar? I like how dapper that guy looks. Very dapper. Might do this quest and we'll see how it goes. I'm still getting some hiccups over here on my end. No drop frames or anything, just
Rubble blocks the elevator
some weird
shaft
hiccups.
as well as the nearby door. You won't be getting up to the terrace this way.
Ah, the Eat It video. Yeah, Weird Al's pretty good. I feel like in small doses. But I had a friend whose family was like obsessed with Weird Al through high school, so it was like, alright, sweet, Weird Al, that's cool. And we listened to like a song and then like another song, and then 4 hours later they would like loop the Weird Al CDs. I'm like, alright, I'm gonna find an excuse to go now.
The way up to the terrace is just ahead. One final group of casualty bots are passed. A piercing call from the direction of the terrace. The beast descends the ramp.
Hello, dinosaur! like the implication, if not the practicality, of the halfling Dino Rider. I would like to see actual halfling Dino Riders in DDO in general, but no collectible. Ew.
The figure on the sky coach ahead matches the description of Lucien Vaunt. He seems unruffled by the attack.
Shoot this guy in the face.
I have a message for you.
Says Vaunt.
The beacon belongs to me now. I paid the Boromar clan good money to get it, after all. Don't think for a moment that you can challenge me in my city. You're just setting yourself up for a fall.
All right, let's go do that that walk up.
And the terrace collapses beneath you.
All right, now that we did a Sharn welcome, we should be able to get into the cogs. Whatever, doesn't matter. Alright, it's what? Ruinous Path? I have to pull up Wiki on my phone. Come here, phone. Yeah. Hence the reason, like, now it's like, no, I'm a little too much Weird Al. Little too much Weird Al. Alright. DDO Wiki. Said I'm 99% sure it comes from the Ruinous. Masterminds of Sharn. Cogs. The runes teleports. Man, I'm pulling up the map really fast here. Alright, it's the lower... It's this one down here. Sweet. Ah, thank you, Beef. Right on time, my friend. Almost as fast as my... Almost as fast as the wiki. Probably faster if I had my head up and was paying attention. Let's get this thing, shall we? I don't think I could pull off Reaper 5, but I should be able to do Reaper
After
4.
making your way into the ancient goblin ruins, you find yourself in a dark chamber.
We'll say this this little fight actually at the beginning here can be problematic.
Perhaps if you gave them a gentle thrashing, it might teach them a lesson. Thus, goblins are hard at work preparing the room. When they notice you, they immediately
Carnage Reaper. See, we got a opportunity here to catch a couple of guys with our... Never mind, I guess we'll do absolutely nothing is what we're gonna do with that mana. We'll have a sweet animation pop up on the screen. How's that sound? Let's get our boo-boos kissed. Booby traps, rebels, booby traps. Carnage Reaper. Oh, the beatings are real. Okay, work our way back here. Get another heal. It's been a while since I've done an R4 solo. Done some R3s recently on Samus, but not any R4s in a while. Just listen to him growling. That poison damage was really starting to kick in there too, wasn't it? Alright. The other day we were out working on the backyard and we were listening to Spotify, and for a long time we were paying for Spotify because they had a really neat deal. If you were a student, you could get Spotify, Hulu, and Showtime for $4.99 a month. I was like, that's a deal. So, because Remington he still is a student, but he was a student at Bethany College here, in the neighboring town, and so I'm like, I'll take that deal. And then I don't know what happened exactly, but they basically constantly check to see if you still have student status. And even though Remington was still a student there, like all of their student statuses didn't get reported or something. I'm not 100% sure what exactly happened, but yeah, that Plague Reaper god, it's good. But we ended up losing that deal, and I didn't know it. And all of a sudden, I looked up, and we're getting charged $15 a month for that stuff, which is still a fine deal, but not what I signed on for. So I was like, screw that. So we stopped paying for Spotify, which is a big reason why we haven't done... Oh, hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, yeah. In before teleport. It's a big reason we haven't done a music stream in a while is because YouTube has a fit over the ads. And threatens to cancel my YouTube account every time one of the Spotify ads plays. So I have to, like, watch it really closely. But anyway, Remington was... We were out working on the backyard or whatever. And Remington looks over at me and goes, free Spotify is so bad that I don't even want to buy regular Spotify anymore. I'm like, oh, that's sad, because I like Spotify. And again, at that $5 a month, it was a really great deal. There we go, we got a guy fingered. There he is. Get over here, plague reaping piece of junk. Alright. Oh, I don't want to shoot that guy. That guy's gonna take forever to kill this way. Maybe not. He's actually going down pretty fast for a stone guard. Another stone guard. Woo! I admit, there was not nearly as much story there as I would have liked to have been, but what can I say? Not every story is a masterpiece.
The last gasp thud crumbles at your feet. Now you have a chance to find out more about the strange...
I agree, spellcasting on High Reapers is hard. I am excited.
Pull the lever, triggering an explosion that flattens the remaining debris as the roar of the blast dies away. You hear a familiar voice coming from the platform above you. Is that Malik the gnome? Malik
Did get a free Google Home for being a Spotify customer, so that's pretty good. Yeah.
It was a great help. Those fools had no idea what they were dealing with.
The friendly gnome
Yeah,
transforms before your eyes.
I would use something like that in the bus, but they all take 120, and they won't step down. I don't want to have a continuous drain of stepping things up from 12 volts or 24 volts in my case to 110. It's bad enough that the computer, that'll probably be on more than often enough.
The world must remember my name.
No thanks, we'll go down here.
Your name artifact shatters. The portal dissipates.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The stream delay is really bad. Everything's really bad. I might just call it an afternoon right here and see if we can play clean up on everything.
The portal in its place.
Of course. Sure. What was the Reaper experience for that? Not the worst. Not the best. Oh boy. Yeah, I suspect that when that those lag hit, it put the stream delay in a really rough spot. Let's just do a quick walk down. Maybe, I don't know, we'll do this next one and we'll see.
After making your way into the ancient goblin ruins,
There's clearly something going on with the
dark chamber.
system over here today. That happened when I plugged in that webcam. So
Creatures loyal to Dask are stirring up trouble in these ancient hobgoblin ruins. Perhaps if you gave them a gentle thrashing, it might teach them. Dask goblins are hard at work preparing the ruins. When they notice you, they immediately attack.
may have to leave, see if we can get everything up and running again, and then come back this evening with a fresh everything. Also, I need to upload a ton of those videos. How embarrassing. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'm down to 38 shards too, so probably have to start listing things on the shard exchange and stuff. I know. I'm not voodoo. I'm not that is not my expertise of like nickel and diming my way into small fortunes.
Inside this spacious chamber, rigging explosives to a large heat.
Yeah, wish I had a better idea of things to sell on the shard exchange.
Now you have a chance to find out more about the strange island they were
I mean, it's not
to unearth.
that bad probably. It's
You
just
pull the
it's
lever,
different.
triggering an explosion that flattens the remaining debris as the roar of the blast dies away. You hear a familiar voice coming from the platform above you. Is that Malik the gnome? Malik calls to you from the platform.
Thank you for clearing out the DOS for me.
I mean,
It was a great
when you
help.
take the time and energy to get an arcane up to the top levels of where arcane
Transformed before your eyes.
casters should be able to get to, you should get the payoff. Oh, I'm not in reaper mode. All right. Let's see.
The world must remember my name.
The ornate artifact shatters, the portal dissipates, and the remaining demons are thrown back.
I'll
into
roll
the
one more
dense
time.
fiber. One demon falls,
Nope,
but wait,
didn't get it.
another streams out of the portal.
All right. Well, I think what we're gonna go ahead and do is we're probably gonna go ahead and wrap up a little early. I dislike doing that for lots of reasons, but this will give me that time I'm probably gonna need to get everything restarted, figure out what was going on with the the camera, get that stuff all taken care of, and get something to eat, because as soon as the wife is done, I'm gonna have to get on uploading all those videos. I'm out of storage space. We have I have 47 videos to upload that are taking up 24 gigs of memory. So, or not memory, yeah, hard drive space. So I gotta get that stuff taken care of and cleaned up so we can record the rest. We have so many videos to do still. I mean, just look at this mess that we still have to do. We still have, no, not this one. This one's done. We still have, and escape plan's done. We still have Mines of Tethmar to do. We have all these 16s to do. In theory, all these 17s to do. And so on and so forth. There's just so many to do still. Think that when you epic TR, you're going to be a healer? Healers are strong. Like, it really depends on what role you like to fill, right? That's the key. That's the secret. Alright guys, unfortunately, I'll be back. Unfortunately, I'm gonna go, but I'll be back before you know it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. Before I go, let me pull up that that video again for everybody over on my YouTube channel. For everybody again here. This guy right here, this search and rescue. Copy link. If you don't get a chance, or if you can't get the chance, take a time. Please watch that. Give it a like. I would really appreciate it. Yeah, we'll get the camera sorted. We'll figure out what's going on with it. Also, I suppose I will ask, if you'd like to help support the stream, there's a bunch of different ways you can do it. If you have $1 or $3 a month that you would like to help kick this way, patreon.com/Samus is a great way to do that. Of course, you can also watch ads and stuff on Twitch or buy bits or whatever. That's welcome as well. But if you'd like to support the stream for free, take a minute, come over to our YouTube channel, subscribe over on the YouTube side, and interact / watch some of these videos. Our streams get I don't know, cataloged over here, whatever you want to call them. So like the stuff with Remy and I are here, the stuff where I'm playing DDO is here, all that stuff. So please take a minute if you'd like to help the stream out and subscribe on YouTube and watch and interact with a couple of these videos. I'd really appreciate it. This thing should have like 10,000 views on it. This thing is a bleeping nightmare. This with the High Priestess optional, this thing was a disaster. Look at this time. Look at my stream. Like, here's the stream from last night, right? 4 hours. Almost 2 hours of it was this bloody quest.